Fing, Chapter 2, An Alphabet of Stuff. Over the years, Myrtle's bedroom became so piled high with stuff her parents had got her that you could barely get in or out. She demanded more and more and more, and she got more and more and more. Myrtle had at least one thing for every letter of the alphabet. An ant farm, home to 1,000,001 ants. B, boomerang that doesn't come back. Myrtle lost that on her first throw. C, cowbell, which the girl put round her mother's neck so that she could locate her easily. D, dog grooming set, even though she didn't have a dog. E, an elf. F, finger puppets of every king and queen of England from 1066 to the present day. That's a lot. G, gravel collection, the biggest in Europe. H, ham slicer, even though she hated ham. I, ice skates made for an elephant, 4 of them. J, a jar containing one of scientist Albert Einstein's burps. K, knee warmers. L, lucky sausage. Actually, it was unlucky. M, map of Belgium, a country she had no intention of ever visiting, as it was in her words, too Belgiumy. N, Nelson's column made out of sultanas, life size. O, owl fudge. Fudge made of melted down owls. Oh, it's even more disgusting than it sounds. P, painting of some air. It wasn't much to look at. Q, quicksand. Children who came over for a play date and ended up displeasing Myrtle met their doom in it. R, remote controlled hedge which would reach speeds of up to 1 mile an hour. S, a stuffed flea. So small, I don't know what that would be like, it was impossible to see. T, turnip shampoo. It made your hair smell as fresh as a turnip. U, underpants for worms, only come in size, small. V, venom from a poisonous aubergine, deadly. W, wombat juice, perfect for producing a cool, refreshing glass of wombat juice. X, xylophone case. Myrtle didn't want an actual xylophone, just the case. Y, a yeti. It hasn't been sighted in the Himalayan mountains for years because Myrtle kept it in her cupboard. Z, zebra dung. It was the only thing she could think of beginning with Z. One thing Myrtle didn't have any of was books. Despite her parents being librarians, she detested books and thought they were boring. The girl had all this stuff, a universe of junk, but still she wanted something more. The funny thing was she didn't know what. Right, quick challenge for you. A to Z, think of the things either that you would most like if you could have anything, A to Z, or think of the most unusual things that you could collect, A to Z, or if you want to be really, really kind and not be spending lots of money, A to Z of the things that you could get that wouldn't cost you anything. There we go. Right, we've got time for a little bit of Chapter 3. Chapter 3, Fury. Now that means anger. Can you guess what Myrtle demanded for her 10th birthday? In the incredibly unlikely event that you guessed it, a pair of exploding socks, a life-size blue whale bath toy, and when it went in the bath, all the water spilled out, a balloon model of the Taj Mahal, a pencil unsharpener, I would not like that, and a robot pea. Then congratulations, you were correct, win £1. Mr. and Mrs. Meek were forced to give their daughter all these things that she demanded for her birthday. If they hadn't, she would have howled the house down. Happy birthday, our beautiful angel, they called out as Myrtle lay in bed, ripping open all the presents. And there she is. To be honest, she's actually smiling in that picture because she's got what she wants, I suppose, all these presents. And throwing the scrunched up balls of wrapping paper back at her parents. Rustle, donk. Moments later, she was demanding something more. What was unusual this time, though, was that the girl had absolutely no idea what that something should be. She had so many things, she couldn't think of a single thing in the world she didn't have. I want a thing, she announced over breakfast. The girl was scoffing a ginormous bowl of chocolate ice cream with 17 chocolate flakes stuck in it and an ocean of chocolate sauce on top. Yep, Myrtle had chocolate for breakfast and lunch and dinner. Well, would you say no to her? Mr. and Mrs. Meek, who were dipping their neatly cut soldiers into boiled eggs, shared a worried look. A thing? Whatever did she mean? A thing, my dearest darling, said Mother, putting her book down. 100 poems for ladies. Yet are you deaf? A Fing. What's a Fing, sweetness? Inquired father, putting his book down. 100 poems for gentlemen. I don't know, but I want one. How do you spell it? Asked mother. Myrtle's face went scarlet with fury. I ain't Fick. You spell it the normal way. F-N-G, Fing. The girl thumped the breakfast table with her fists as if to emphasise. Bash. All the crockery flew into the air and smashed to the ground. Crash, bang, wallop. Pick up the pieces now, she ordered. On their hands and knees under the kitchen table, Mr. Meek whispered to his wife, What are we going to do? Our beloved offspring wants a Fing, but I don't think a Fing's a real thing. I worry a Fing is a made-up thing. Well, we'll have to think of something, said Mrs. Meek, just before she felt a boot up her bottom. Boof. Ouch, she cried. Be quiet down there, came the voice from above. I can barely hear myself. Blow off. Oh, that's better. Mr. and Mrs. Meek were in a panic. If they didn't come up with some thing, there was going to be trouble. Big trouble. Okay, we'll read the next chapter, which is chapter 4, next time.